I will do my reading practice from the book Clear Thinking by Shane Parrish. When we make decisions, we often think of the goals we want to achieve and work backward to identify the means of achieving them. If you want to get in shape, you start going to the gym and eating healthier. If you want to save more money, you might hide part of your paycheck from yourself every week. We use our willpower to accomplish these goals. Once they are accomplished, we often go back to the default behavior we had before. Eventually, we realize we are back where we don't want to be. So we begin the entire process again. This approach is flawed. It involves constant decision making and effort. Choosing goals is necessary but not sufficient for accomplishing them. You also need to pursue those goals consistently. That means continuing every day to make choices in pursuit of your goals. Every day you have to choose to work out or to skip dessert. As these choices add up, it becomes harder, not easier, to consistently make choices that move you toward your goals and not away from them. Making all these choices requires a lot of sustained effort. When we cave into something we did not want to do, we offer ourselves convenient excuses. I had a long day, or I forget my gym clothes, or I have a lot of prep for tomorrow's meeting. Eventually, it becomes easier to make those excuses than to make the choices that lead us to our goals. When it comes to your health, just like many other elements of your life, environment determines behavior. Your environment makes one path easier than another. It's easier to make healthy food choices if the only foods available to you are good for you. It's also easier to stick to a consistent pattern of choices if you are in your familiar operating environment. When you are in an unfamiliar environment, it is harder to maintain your familiar patterns of behavior, which is why a lot of people stop exercising or eating healthy when they travel. It's also easier to stick to a consistent pattern of choices if you are in your familiar operating environment. When you are in an unfamiliar environment, it's harder to maintain your familiar patterns of behavior, which is why a lot of people stop exercising or eating healthy when they travel. Your environment is not just about just your physical surroundings. It also includes people. Sometimes it's hard saying no to someone. We are wired in a way that makes us want to be liked by others, and we are afraid that saying no to someone will make them like us less. Saying no to someone repeatedly can be even more difficult. We might say no when our friend offers us a sugary beverage after a workout one day, but if he does it 3 days in a row, we cave. That's only human. We are also wired to want to fit in with other people. Think of how often you have ended up having a social drink when you really just wanted water. Your friends or colleagues ordered first a glass of wine, say, and you somehow felt guilty about not ordering a drink yourself. So you order wine too and compromise on what you really want. Why not bypass individual choices altogether and create an automatic behavior, a rule that requires no decision making in the moment and that gets no pushback from others? Why not set a rule that you order a social drink only when you actually feel like one and never just to fit in? with what the group is doing. Similarly, suppose your goal is to drink less soda. Rather than deciding on a case by case basis whether you are going to drink soda, something that requires a lot of effort and that is prone to error, make a rule instead. For example, I only drink soda at dinner on Friday, or maybe I don't drink soda at all. Having a rule means not having to decide at every meal. The execution path is short and less error prone. Thank you. That's it for the day.